Can you answer me this question? Hey, my name is Darz. Thanks for being here. I am working on achieving goals, expanding my comfort zone, and most of all, completing this 365-day challenge. Actually, I take that back. Most of all, I'm working on achieving my goals, and I'm using this 365-day challenge to help me keep on track. And one of my biggest goals in life is to embrace discomfort as much as possible to grow my comfort zone. I'm gonna start with a little story before I ask you this question that I'd love you to answer. Sometimes I just think that I think too much and I overthink things, and I definitely overthink things, okay? But sometimes I have great ideas, sometimes it's creativity thinking, sometimes it's ideating and, you know, trying to figure out how to do things better. But I definitely sometimes get stuck on things that I don't necessarily need to be spending energy on. But a lot of times when I feel stuck in a hamster wheel of thought, I tend to talk to one of my sisters. And for me, talking through things, it helps me get through them, process them, and come to a conclusion so that I don't have to keep thinking about the things round and round and round over and over and over the same exact thing. Which is part of the reason that I love talking to you, because then I get to talk to you pretty much every day, except for some videos when I don't talk, but I talk through things and think through them and realize things. So one of the things that obviously is on my mind a lot, especially because I'm doing a video a day, is my YouTube channel. I want to give you value and I want to inspire action. I don't just want to inspire and motivate, I actually want to create action in your life for something or another. I'm not one of those entertainment channels, clearly. I'm not just here to give you a laugh. I try to be humorous sometimes, but I feel like I have not really captured that. But anyway, so I was talking to my sister recently about my YouTube channel. Like, what ways could I nail down, like, who am I? What am I here for? And she gave me some great ideas, and I ran with some of them, and I sat down and wrote a list of ideas, and then I got to a point where I didn't have really time to think through ideas, to think through what I was going to post. I just kind of was running by the seat of my pants like crazy for several weeks. Some of my videos were like a minute or like just over a minute. It was basically like, video was last minute. I had to just quickly pump out something before midnight, which I don't think I've ever posted that late, but it was a struggle for a good time, and I feel like I'm just now starting to catch up and get ahead a little bit on my YouTube channel. But I got a text the other day, and the text said something like, let me actually look what it said. The text said, "Keep up the daily inspiration videos. I made yogurt." My heart just like swelled. I felt so happy and honored to have inspired someone to make yogurt. I was like, that is so cool. I don't actually know if she's ever made yogurt before. I'll have to check. But it's like the coolest feeling ever to know that something that you did inspired action in someone else. Like, if you haven't seen the yogurt video, I'll link it below. But I made yogurt for the first time. Let me start way back. I didn't even know you can make yogurt at home. Obviously, everything that's in a store should be able to get made at home some way or another, but like some things require chemical reactions of things, or I don't know what even. But it just never crossed my mind that you can make yogurt at home because my parents never made it growing up. Well, my sister made it at one point and I was like, oh, you can make yogurt at home? And I didn't really like it at the time. That was when I was eating way too much sugar, and I didn't like plain yogurt, and I didn't really like maple syrup, and I didn't really like natural sweeteners or honey or anything. So I didn't really like the idea of homemade yogurt. More recently, my other sister had made yogurt and gave me some, and the way that she made it was delicious. It was like cheesecake with raspberries and maple syrup, and I actually love maple syrup now, and I really appreciated the homemade. It was just so good. And so even though it was so good, I was like, nah, this seems like way too much work to do that. And so I was like, I'll probably not do that. Never mind. I'll just eat it when I go to my sister's house. Well, no, eventually I was like, this is too good. I have to try to make it. It's so good. So I made a video about it. I made the yogurt. It turned out decent the first time, but the second time it was so much better, to be honest. So delicious. And if I wouldn't have made that video and showed how easy it was, I could have told her how easy it is, and maybe she would have made it. But just the fact that I made a video about it, posted it, she watched it, and then made yogurt, I was just like, it's so cool. It is so, so cool. And so my question for you, long-winded story and way of asking, have I inspired you to take action in any way? Do you feel inspired by my videos? And I don't want to ask that and get an answer of being like, yeah, you inspire me, but then you haven't actually taken any action. Because I feel like if you inspire somebody, you can feel inspired, but if you don't do anything about it, then that isn't actually like fully being inspired, right? So that is my question for you. If you want to just say yes or no, that would be great. Or if you want to share what you did because of something that I shared, that would be amazing. I would just love to hear your thoughts on this because I have an idea. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.